Hey people, I am live. Welcome to the cold Saturday night stream. I think it's -5 with a -13-degree wind chill. A bit colder than I was expecting. And I'm here at Parliament Street, just a bit south of Queen. So hello, I see 21st Century in the chat, and Carl Roth, hello, hello. I see John Burke, and I see Vivian Johnson, hello, and Alan K. Kwan, and Clifford Taylor, and Susie, and Harjot, and Kevin Hawthorne, and Transit Studios and Buses, hello. Sapand is here, John O'Meara, Christopher Haydock, hello, hello. You're probably asleep by now, Christopher Haydock. I see Brad Palmer and Marie Palmer and Gertuge. Good evening to you, and Sunjib, hello, and Jenny's here, hello, Mark Lang. Hello, Rhonda Lloyd, John G. Sirwick, hello, Michael Wynn, Hunter Stewart, Toronto's doo-wop music guy, Steve Mikra, Paranormal Witness Girl, Clayton Crawford, Caleb Lee is here, hello, hello, and Whitby Dude. And hello, person from the Ukraine whose name, unfortunately, I cannot pronounce. Keprin, I'll just try to say that, although I probably effed that up pretty good. Cheryl Ramator, hello. Michelle number 1. Alright, well, if I missed anyone, I'll say hello to you as the stream continues on as usual. Let's get things on the go here before I freeze my tuchus off. Didn't mean to do that. I'm accidentally zooming in when I don't want to zoom in. There we go. Hello Doug, how you doing? Parliament now, heading south. Hey Tom Bikes, how you doing? I am just crossing Richmond Street East right now, Michael Wynn. It's looking west. I got the long johns on, I got the long john shirt, whatever you call them, that are basically the same material as long johns. I got the big wool hat, I got the big thick glove in my gimbal holding hand. Hello Patrick, how you doing? Scott Briggs. Thermal shirts, okay. I got one of those on. So I should be alright for a couple hours. Alright, here's Adelaide. Let's walk along Adelaide. Hey, Jennifer Gala, hello. And Amir SV, hello. Or AMR. Hey, Scott Briggs, that's an awesome song. That's a George song. Maybe George's first really good song. That might be debatable. Hey, Jenna A, how are you? I'm good. Scott Briggs, yeah, I did. I enjoyed it. Hey, Michelle Gray, hello. I thought I'd make my way across downtown from east to west, maybe check out King Street to see if there's any action on a cold Saturday night on King Street in the nightclub area. Although it is a bit early, I don't think people will be heading out to the clubs for a couple more hours yet, but there might be some activity. Hey Doug, how you doing? Mike Kirk. Hey Gustavo. Oh yeah, Drake is trying to copy us walktubers now, is he? Ho ho. Hey, I won't make corny music videos if you don't make walktubing videos, okay, Drake? Deal? Hey, Mark Ruan, how's it going? The biggest event in Toronto each year. Well, probably Pride in the summer, or Caravana. It used to be called Caravana. I'd say those are the two biggest events. And TIFF, the film festival, that's at the end of summer, usually in early September. So top three right there: Pride, Caravana, and TIFF. You can change them around whatever way you want. Hey, welcome Steve. And the Molson Indy, I guess that's a pretty major event too. Hey, Kathleen Dass, hello. And Ibram Jurgensen, yes. Canada Day, although that's not really as big an event when they have the big Canada Day fireworks. TIFF sort of takes over the city for like 10 days. At least the downtown area. Hey, Richard Robinson, hello. Yeah, and there's street festivals every year for various neighborhoods. I'd say that Pride and Caravana and TIFF, though, are easily the three biggest events that happen every year. I guess the CNE, is it an event? If you consider that an event, then sure. I tend to think of an event as something that draws in a huge number of people from out of town. Just to come and take part, where all the hotels get filled up. Hey, Big S. It is cold for sure. My gimbal holding hand is already feeling cold even with all these gloves on. We're making our way westward towards the skyscrapers of the financial district. Yeah, that's true, Alan. I brought my power bank just for that most likely eventuality. Here's Toronto's first post office. I've shown this before, but it's still kind of neat. Back when it was still called York. Before Toronto was Toronto, it was York. (1833 to 1835). That's when this was functioning as York's first post office. Oh, Calgary's warmer than Toronto right now. That's a switch. It happens though. What are the odds I'll end up at Yonge Dundas Square? I'm not sure, Whitby dude. I wasn't really planning on going that way, to be honest. But anything is possible. There you can see the top of the CN Tower, all in red there, right beside the spire of St. James Cathedral. It's like they're having a competition. St. James Cathedral looks bigger from that vantage point. And that is St. James Park across the way. I've always liked this view here of the bank towers. It's going to cross Jarvis Street. Yeah, it is cold out here. Once my battery goes down to about 50%, I will plug in my power bank just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I agree, Vivian. Have a great night, Michelle Gray. Glad you could check out the stream for a little while. Everyone looks nice and warm in there. What is Savoy truffle all about? I think it's about eating too many sweets and then all your teeth fall out. That's why it goes, and you'll have to have them all pulled out after the Savoy truffle. Dun 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 dun. That's another George song. I'm getting the impression you're going through a George Harrison phase right now. My favorite George song from the White Album is not As My Guitar Gently Weeps. It's actually Long, Long, Long. Most people's favorite George song on that album is While My Guitar Gently Weeps, because it is an awesome song. That's right, the walrus is Paul. John Lennon even said that in the song Glass Onion. Here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul. Yeah, that's good to hear, Scott. I approve. I think that's a different Glass Onion, Susie. Huh. Yeah, we're coming through the financial district. It's bound to be quieter on a cold Saturday night in this part of downtown. Not a whole lot of financing going on right now. The suits and the ties are somewhere else. What is the most important thing about Toronto to myself? I guess being the best place for a walktuber to ply their trade in Canada, I would say. For doing what I like to do, this is the best place to be. Just due to the fact that it's the biggest city with the most urban neighborhoods to walk around. Montreal gives it a good run for its money, of course, but I think Toronto just has a little bit more in that respect. Just sheer size puts it ahead. That's a nice little light display there. I think me and Megan will be moving to Scotland. Well, Megan might be moving to Scotland for her master's program if she gets in. My plan is not to move there, but to remain here, because she won't be staying in Scotland forever. And I don't think people would find walking videos of Glasgow to be all that entertaining for all that long. I'll go there and visit, and I'll do a couple videos and a live stream, I'm sure. And here is Yonge Street. That's right, I'd be going to Johnny's ancestral homeland to do some videos. And you know what they say, if it isn't Scottish, it's crap! Hey Estelle, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. I guess it's Sunday where you are. Hey, there's a fake Ken Continuum telling everyone I'm wrapping things up. That's not me. Be gone, fake Ken Continuum, be gone. Hey Leafy, how you doing? I'm definitely not wrapping this up right now. Here is the Bay Adelaide Centre. Some nice skyscraper views around here. Scotia Plaza. St. Regis Hotel. JD Fisher, if I need any new mods anytime this year, I'll definitely put you at the top of the list. Here's Bay Street. We walk on the outside of the scaffolding. I remember there was a fake Ken Continuum another time. And that one even had my little Ken Continuum thumbnail thing as well. This one didn't. Woo! Steamy. Hey, Melanin Sun, hello. Happy Saturday. Or maybe I'm the evil one, and that's the good Ken Continuum. Oh. Hey, Lena, I'm very well, thanks. Yeah, have a good night, Kathleen Das. Yeah, I'm very flattered. Very flattered indeed. We are right in the heart of the financial district here. Oh, the sky looks pretty creepy. I don't know if it shows on video, but it's pretty eerie from here in person. His name was Hugo. Yeah, this area does have a bit of a Gotham sort of feel to it. When I came back from my trip out west, we spent like a few days in Edmonton and a few days in Vancouver. And then when we arrived back in Toronto, taking the Up Express back into downtown from the airport, as we were coming into the core of the city, passing by all sorts of old industrial buildings along the rail corridor and graffiti, and you could see the skyscrapers downtown in the distance. It suddenly occurred to me that compared to Toronto, or compared to Edmonton and Vancouver, Toronto did sort of look like a Gotham city. It looked like this big mean city, I thought. And I was like, wow. You don't really notice that until you spend a few days somewhere else. But I love it anyway. Nothing wrong with looking like a big mean city. It's actually a fun and cool city to live in, no matter what it may look like. And this is called Dreaming, this sculpture. I call it the Big Giant Head. It's kind of hard to operate the controls on my gimbal with this big thick glove on. I'm never sure if I'm touching the right button or not. And the guy who designed that awesome light feature you see going down the side of the St. Regis Hotel just passed away the other day. His name was Michael Snow. He was a local artist. He also designed the flying geese inside the Eaton Center. And all the fans, all the people, their faces on the side of the Sky Dome, that sculpture. Yeah, the sky looks eerie, right? Very eerie. He was in his 90s, the artist who just passed away, Michael Snow. Hey, Schnurt Chick, hello. Tom Bikes, yeah, they're awesome. Did you catch that live stream I did? I think you were watching, weren't you, when I went into the bathroom there at the St. Regis and brought my stream inside? Fanciest bathroom I've ever been in. There's York Street. I haven't made a new ASMR walk lately, Schnurchik. I do have quite a few of them on my channel though. Almost all of my oldest videos are all ASMR walks. Just to go back to 2018 when I first started doing the videos. Hey, Ian Lewis, hello. Good evening to you. Yeah, we're well above 200 concurrent viewers. Awesome. Hello to anyone new to the channel. Hope you're enjoying. Hit the subscribe button and come and say hello in the chat. If you want. There's University Avenue. Yes, thank you, Vivian. That's right. If you're enjoying, hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Clifford. Yeah, that's right, Steve. I might even hit 10.2 in the next day or so. Maybe even tonight. It's quite possible. That's right, Johnny streamed through here, didn't he? Went to Matt's Burger Lab. Simcoe Street. Clifford, you like that? I thought that was worthy of making it its own little clip. When I originally tried to upload it to the channel, it did not go through as a short. It just went to my regular videos. And I was like, oh, so I did it over, and then it uploaded as a short. So now I have it on there twice. One's in my shorts and the other one is in my regular videos. So I was going to delete the first one, but then people had already commented and whatnot, so I was like, oh well, I might as well just leave it. Because I think the shorts tend to get views from different sorts of people than watch my regular videos. What's my favorite weather to record walks? I'd say fall, early fall, when it's still kind of warm in the day, but not too warm at night. Definitely not in the hot summer with all the humidity. That is no fun. And not a big fan of the freezing cold, mainly because it tends to kill the battery of my phone. And the summer likewise overheats my phone. So those are good reasons not to like extreme cold or extreme heat if you're doing this. Hey Pamela, hello, hello. And yes, John Hogan, we were just talking about Scotland. Whereas I might be visiting there in the near future. But yes, this is indeed Toronto. Right country, wrong city. Do I like walking by myself or with someone? I think I kind of prefer walking by myself for the most part. I don't mind having a person with me every now and then, whether it's a collab or just having a friend come along. But usually once I get going, I kind of walk pretty fast, and I usually walk pretty fast, and most people don't keep up with me very well. Hey, have a good night, Brad and Marie. Glad you could check out the stream. Yeah, they thought I was making a TikTok. He said, like, he yelled at me, "You don't make money from TikToks." And I was thinking I would say something, but I just decided, nah, I'll just keep walking. I don't even have TikTok. I stubbornly refuse to download that app. I know Johnny has jumped on the TikTok train, and so has Megan. But I will resist. Here is John Street. Yeah, most people do have TikTok now, Gertij. I might be one of the only ones left. Johnny, I did walk past your favorite burger place. That's right, we were just talking about that. I hope all is well. I'm glad that the power outage yesterday didn't last very long. I'm sure everything was back to normal by the time you got back home. Oh, you drove to the falls today, didn't you? Storm last time. Oh, say hello to your mom for me. Whippy dude, she's going to be taking a course about the restoration of historical garments, something along those lines. how to restore old historical garments. Because as you know, she's really into making clothes and historical fashion. So for her to be able to restore actual, authentic historical garments, that's like a dream for her. Hey, Carlos, what's up? Oh, thank you very much. Yes, glad you could catch the stream. Ah, right on. Well, I'll say hello right back again. Hello, Johnny's mom. Head up to Richmond Street. Wow, I actually see people inside of that aisle 24. The one that just opened by my place, every time I walk past, no one's ever in it. That's a place that has no people working inside. You just download an app on your phone and to gain access inside. And it's a totally self-serve little store. Just like a convenience store type place. I wonder what the prices are like though. I bet you it's expensive. Like if you want to buy pop and chips or something. We are living in the future. I just saw that the first sort of legit flying cars might be coming onto the market that don't look goofy. Every other prototype just looked so goofy to me. And I thought, that doesn't look anything like the way flying cars are supposed to look, like Blade Runner or something like that. But this one kind of almost did have a actual cool futuristic look to it. Peter Street. Yeah, I don't have the app to go inside the store. Unknown. I have to download an app. This is quite the awesome lobby of this building. Or you could even say the Jetsons, right, Clayton Crawford? Hey, Devin Sullivan, hello. See, my phone is at 52%. Might be time to plug it in soon. Coming up to Spadina Avenue. Alright, I'm going to find a place over here to put the gimbal down for a sec. I'll get my power bank ready to extend the life of my phone because it's going to start dying. This is a giant thimble because we are in the fashion district. Hence the giant thimble. Putting the gimbal down. Okay. The gloves back on. Don't you just love winter? You have to take off gloves, put on gloves, take this off, put it back on. Be cold, be warm again, be cold again, be warm again. All right, we should be good now. Rob, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I don't know when to start vlogging.
Oh, no, but it's really soft.
We're heading south on Spadina right now. Let's walk down this little street called Camden Street. This is a street that doesn't get any attention. I maybe walked down here once or twice in previous videos. There's a cool new hotel up ahead called the Ace Hotel. It has really good reviews. It's like a small boutique hotel. I think it's called Camden, isn't it, Lisa? Unless I had a brain fart. That's quite possible. Sasha G. Rossiter, there are lots of vegan restaurants in Toronto. This is an awesome city to live if you're a vegan. What's the next holiday for Canadians? I guess Family Day in February for an actual statutory holiday. Of course, Valentine's Day, but everyone in the US and Canada celebrates that. But you still have to go to work on Valentine's Day. Hey, Old School's here. Hey, what up, what up? You like the later videos? That's good. Yeah, they're fun to do. Not as much in the winter, though. So here's the Ace Hotel. Can't really see much in the dark, but it's a neat little building. Check out the reviews. They're pretty top-notch.
You registered, but
Do a mall walk. I just did a mall walk. Check out my Malls of Yorkville video. I walked through the Yorkville Village Mall. And I'm going to go back and redo the Manulife Center because I kind of missed a big chunk of that mall when I did the video. I was just thinking the other day, what major malls haven't I done a video of? The only one I can think of is Square One in Mississauga and the big mall up in Vaughan Mills, is that what it's called? The Mills Mall there. I think I've done every other major mall in the greater Toronto area, like big regional mall. I've done Dufferin Mall. Okay, sounds good, Old School. Next time you're in town, we'll go do a video of Vaughan Mills or Square One. I don't think I've done Sheridan, but that's more like a neighborhood mall, right? But I definitely haven't done that one. But I've done Yorkdale, I've done Fairview Mall, I've done Scarborough Town Center, I've done Sherway Gardens, the Eaton Center a million times. I haven't done Upper Canada Mall, but that's way up in Newmarket. I can walk there. That's right. I have walked to Newmarket before, haven't I? I don't know if I want to do that again. I've done the shops at Aura a number of times just to see if it's ever getting any better, and it never is. I did both the Chinatown malls, Dragon City and Chinatown Center. Yeah, I did Scarborough Town Center. And the power bank is keeping my phone alive. And this is Portland Street. Way up there is Queen Street West. Why did I walk to Newmarket? Because I was trying to hitchhike from Toronto to North Bay. And I started right in the heart of downtown, and I started walking up Yonge Street. And I just walked along Yonge Street, and no one would pick me up until I got all the way to freaking Newmarket, and somebody finally picked me up. Ian Lewis, £10 towards that Uncle Burger. Thank you very much, Ian. Thank you very much for the first super chat of the stream. Very much appreciated. Alright, we're heading towards Bathurst. So I'm going to take Bathurst south down to King. And we'll check out King Street, see what's happening. Start making our way back eastward though, along King. Dahlia, it was no fun. Because it was kind of a warm, fairly muggy-ish day. Yeah, it was not fun. Not fun. That's where I lived at the time, Dahlia. I lived in North Bay. So I was just trying to get home. Because I was just coming back from a trip to Europe. And when I got back, I was flat broke. I didn't even have any money to take a bus or anything. So all my money went away while I was in Europe. Beer shop. didn't know that was a thing. I don't think I've walked along this part of Bathurst since Action Kid was in town, when we did our collaboration video, our first one. I just have a day job, Kyle Lennon, that I barely work at anymore. I just work shifts here and there. It's nothing to write home about. It just allows me to spend most of my time working on my YouTube channel while providing me with a little bit of extra income, because my channel doesn't quite bring in enough revenue for me to survive on yet. So I just have a job just to kind of keep me in the red, or the black. Yeah, keep me in the black and not in the red. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in the YouTuber industry right now. Yeah, we got a nice crowd in here. Any travel plans for 2023? Well, nothing cemented yet. I don't tend to plan things very far in advance, but it's quite possible I might end up traveling somewhere. So we're heading east on King Street. Whitby, dude, that's true. That's true. I have another one of those walks coming up, actually, for those who enjoy the super early morning walks. That's pretty much the main thing that job provides me with now, is a reason to get up super early, because I would never do that otherwise. Scott Erman, it's cold. It's cold right now. Maybe -5, -6 degrees Celsius. That's right. Don't mess with Vivian. Biggest mistake of your life. That goes with for all the other mods as well. Sanjib, yeah, I plan to make more YouTube shorts. They're easy and quick to do. Oh no, Megan is a mod, but she just has a regular name when she appears in the chat. I don't think Megan's been in the chat yet. She might just be watching while she's sewing. That's usually what she's doing. Just sort of lurking, so to speak. Vivian does rock. If I were to think of someplace I would like to go this year that's doable and I've never shown on the channel before, it would probably be someplace like Montreal. Maybe I'll try to do a Montreal trip this year. Perhaps Ottawa as well, since it's sort of on the way. Hey, Fat Tony, greetings. Is this finally starting to go above ground? This building has been in progress for such a long time. It's just a big hole in the ground, but it's finally risen above ground. You can see the rendering across the street. It's going to be a mid-rise building, but it's going to be all covered with trees. I don't cook very often, Dahlia. If I do, it's very simple things. Bachelor type, easy to make things like spaghetti or French toast. Things of that nature. Frozen pizza, do you consider that cooking? If you consider that cooking, then I cook almost every day. Nice old buildings, and then you have boom, the Eye of Sauron looking down at everything. Spaghetti on French toast. Hey, you never know. That might be awesome. This is strange. Only, I think these buildings are in Moscow, right? This is all in Moscow. Wonder why they have this here in Toronto. This one almost on the right almost looks like the Aura, just at first glance, but I quickly realized no, that's the skyscraper cluster in Moscow. Hey Sebastian, hello. Hello, Edison Raphael. How are things in Trinidad? I'm hearing the accent in my head, Toronto's doo-wop music guy. It's the 504 King. Short turn, that's right. It's only going as far as Bathurst.
Yeah, so oldie. 5 guys, yeah.
This one's going all the way to its usual destination, Spadina Station. Yes, Dahlia, I'll definitely let you know when I'm planning a walk or a stream down the lakeshore in Etobicoke. Well, that guy was cursing because he thought he was going to miss the streetcar. Looks like he made it. Sure, why not? I'll do a Yellowknife live stream. The gimbal went a little haywire there. Yeah, it'd be cool to meet both you and Little XO. This LCBO is closed. It's going to be torn down and a new tower will be rising here. New residential tower. I think that's going to be getting underway this year sometime. I don't know if old school is still watching, but here is Belly Buster. This is where we always go. Whenever he's in Toronto, we come here and have a delicious foot-long veggie sub. Check out this ginormous hole. This used to be the Mountain Equipment Co-op store, but they relocated to Queen Street. And now, you guessed it, this giant hole will eventually be another big tower here on King Street to go along with all of the other ones that are springing up all over this neighborhood. Oh, Chandin Sarkar, you're welcome. Yeah, enjoy, enjoy. It's probably a lot warmer where you are than where I am right now. All right. Both a streetcar and a bus. Wonder who will win. Who will get there first? My bet is on the bus.
That's actually funny that you messaged you that. Like,
Hey, Marcia Mack, hello, welcome. And this new condo took out some of the old buildings here on Restaurant Row. Restaurant Row extends up there, as you can see, and this used to be more of Restaurant Row, but at least it looks like once this is completed, the commercial spaces at the bottom will probably be filled with restaurants once again. People were saying Restaurant Row was going to be killed, it was going to die, especially during all the lockdowns, and then with this development on top of that. But I think Restaurant Row will survive, and it will extend over here. It's the new condo. Yeah, Gabby's is still up there. Sort of like a running joke with me. Every notable commercial strip in Toronto, whether it's downtown or all around the city, will have a Gabby's. It's like a main street type neighborhood. There will be a Gabby's. Yeah, they were Paul James, but they're going to kind of restore the look of the old buildings to look just like how they did before. So they're gonna, you know, dress them up with bricks and everything, and it'll look pretty much the same as it did before, except now there'll be a big tower on top of them. So they're not exactly the same buildings, but to the casual observer, they will look pretty much the same. We're just walking past the Tiff Bell Lightbox, sort of the home of the Toronto International Film Festival. They have a number of theaters in there and some gallery space. Leafy, that's right. That was a funny episode. My coat is a little bit puffy. It's not as puffy as George's was in that episode. I don't think I'd knock over any bottles in the store with it. Hey, Andy Wood, hello. Heading up Duncan Street. I hear the Smashing Pumpkins. I think that's Johnny's favorite band. I think that was Cherub Rock. That's one of my favorite Smashing Pumpkins songs, actually. Although I think I prefer their first album, Gish, over the later offerings, but I like them all. Here's an awesome view looking up Adelaide. Whoa, okay, gimbal. Sorry, gimbal problems. Alan K. Kwan, $3 super sticker. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much on this chilly Saturday evening, Alan. I'll put that towards the whatever is warm fund. Maybe the heated glove fund. And suddenly this glove is not cutting it. Yeah, this gimbal has a mind of its own sometimes. You say, gimbal, do this, and it goes, nope, I'm doing something else. People were hooting and hollering because they saw I was carrying a phone on a stick. Party! Hey, I see we're over 300 concurrent viewers. That's always good to see. Welcome to all the new viewers, if I do have any. Hope you're enjoying the walk. Come out and say hello. Hit the subscribe button. All of the above. And I just scared them away. It went down below 300 again. Happens every time. Oh, here's these weird bubbles. I think Johnny showed these just last night, didn't he? This is interesting. This is really interesting. Hey, Vivian Johnson, $13.99. You definitely need something warm after this. Yes. Thank you very, very much, Vivian. I agree. Maybe I'll climb into one of these bubbles and ask them if I can warm up for a second. They must be nice and warm in there, though. Everyone is just wearing their regular shirts and stuff. Isn't it romantic? La da dee dee doo, dee da dee dee doo. Yeah, I guess igloos is a better way to describe those. They definitely have more of an igloo shape than a bubble shape. To do cover songs, right?
I didn't understand.
Like show tunes. How about show tunes? I've always thought it would be fun to do an album of show tunes. I could do all the standards by Frank Sinatra. Lennon or McCartney? Definitely I'm more of a Lennon fan. He was much more of a flawed individual than McCartney. A lot more controversial, especially nowadays. But I just found him, I don't know, a lot more interesting. And I tend to like the Lennon songs a bit more than the McCartney songs. Not always, though. Not always. There are definitely some McCartney songs that I'd put right up there with the best Lennon songs. But I think I probably like a bit more Lennon songs than McCartney songs if I were to add them all up. It's hard to choose, right? They're both awesome. Oh yeah, if there was no wind, it would definitely feel a lot better. The Bubble Boy episode. That's what I'm thinking of now, the Bubble Boy episode from Seinfeld. Oh, Vivian's a Frank Sinatra fan. And Andy likes George. Yeah, a lot of people like George. Hey, Ali BHG. Let's look down Simcoe Street. It's Moops! It's Moors! It's Moops! Moors! Moops! Moors! Moops! Wow, that's going to be quite the experience for you, Ali. I almost envy you. I don't think Megan has watched all the Seinfeld episodes either. I've only shown her 2 episodes, and as far as I know, she hasn't seen any more. I showed her the contest episode, and I showed her... What was the other one now? Oh yeah, the one where they're all stuck at the airport. And Elaine was stuck sitting in coach while Jerry was sitting in first class. That's right, because we were in the middle of our travels, so we had airport situations fresh on our mind. So I was like, let's watch that airport episode. Hey Laura, you're very welcome. It definitely has changed a lot. Yeah, and I hope I've captured most of the changes over the last 4 years I've been doing this. Just in that amount of time, it's changed a lot. Newman episodes, they're always good. Hello, Newman. Hey, Jerry. Hey Sanjib, have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you enjoyed the walk. They're real and they're spectacular. Right, Scott? That was a good episode. I don't want to be a pirate. I showed her that episode too. So I showed her 3 episodes. I showed her the episode, The Puffy Shirt, where Jerry had to wear a puffy pirate shirt on TV. I thought that was a fashion related episode and Megan loves anything to do with fashion, so I was like, maybe she'll like that episode. Check out the moon. Spooky. Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Leave a message at the beep. People joke that this building looks like it has USB ports on it. That's right. Charge your device here at the USB port building. The Soup Nazi episode definitely is a good one. That was a later episode too. I found the show wasn't as good in the later seasons, but that episode definitely was as good as the earlier seasons. That's a good one too, Whitby dude. There's just so many. There's just an endless amount of great episodes. That's possible, Fat Tony. Yeah, it's definitely a bit on the quieter side for obvious reasons. It's cold. And it's January. And we're in the financial district on a weekend. Oh, you're welcome, Gustavo. I'm glad you like them. Old City Hall, circa 1899. It's one of the tallest clock towers in the world. Not like top 10 or anything, but it still ranks among the tallest clock towers in the world if you were to make a list of the top 30 or something like that. And it is taller than the Peace Tower in Ottawa, and it's also taller than Big Ben, the most famous clock tower of all in London. Hey JK, I'm in your hood. There's New City Hall. That's pushing 60 years old now, but we still call it New City Hall for some reason. It's newer than the old one. Yeah, you don't see it as much anymore, Neville, but I think every now and again you still find a building with a clock being built. I think there's one on King Street East actually here in Toronto. That's a newer building that has a clock on the top of it. It's kind of an ugly looking building. Gertrude, I don't think I'm heading to the square this time. I am heading north though, on Bay Street right now. See the Toronto sign? And I think they just announced that the skating rink is going to be closing soon for the night. Public skating at Nathan Phillips Square. Hey, Werner Chan, hello. You're at Bay Street this morning. Yeah, the rink is pretty packed with people.
wasn't even that. Like I think she was old or something. She was like jamming or floating.
Right, north on Bay Street. Let's check out the skating oval at College Park. I don't think that one has a closing time as far as I know. I think you can just skate there all you want. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey Fernando, hello. Susie, which song though? The one by Semisonic or the one by Leonard Cohen? I think they're both called Closing Time. They could alternate between them. I think I prefer the Cohen version. Closing time, all the women tear their blouses off and the men they dance with the polka dots. Hey, out and about with yours truly, Lizzo. Hello, how are you doing? Hey, Trashy Basher, good evening. Yeah, that's what I figured, Neville. Hello, Julio. Hello, hello. Welcome.
I'll take this.
I don't know, no particular reason. I think I did plan to get one, I just never got around to it. I still probably will get around to it someday. For now, I'm just using my little wind muff on my phone here. Hopefully it's doing its job all right. You're not getting excess wind noise, hopefully. There's a look towards Dundas Square. Wellesley, I'm on Bay Street, just north of Dundas, heading north. Hey, Tom Tim Tung. Good evening. Good to see you. You weren't out and about today, right? That is a change. You're out and about almost every day. More than me. I might be out and about more often though. I mentioned last time that I upgraded my data plan. So pretty soon I'm going to have 100 gigs of high-speed data to use every month. I currently have 40 gigs. So I can definitely do a lot more live streams if I want, or longer live streams, whatever the case may be. Yeah, thankfully it's not super windy right now. We get the occasional little gust. I know, right? Edmonton, the wind was brutal. Yeah, that was horrendous. There's Elm Street. There's a little restaurant row here as well. Goes over to Yonge. Yeah, somebody on a scooter almost got run over. This is nice. I hope they keep this all year round. K1SM 3 T, the Vancouver stream looked cool, yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed walking around downtown Vancouver. Found it to be very walkable. Sort of compact with a nice grid, street grid. It made it easy to find your way around. Vroom vroom. Here's Gerrard Street. There's the Aura. Yeah, the people who live at this corner have some good places to get some things to eat. You have the Fine Food Market here, open 24 hours. And then Fresh City here. Not sure how late they stay open. They're closed now. Maybe till 9 o'clock would be my guess. I'm guessing the prices are probably a bit on the high side here. But you can buy Bitcoin. Well, I'm sold. Yes, indeed. Loner-chan. What kind of root beer do I buy? I buy all kinds of root beer, really. Whatever is on sale at the time, usually. If I had to choose my favorite, it'd probably be Mug. That Mug brand. But surprisingly, the $1 Our Compliments root beer at Freshco is actually pretty good. That's what I have right now at home. And I'm not a coffee guy. I don't drink coffee at all. I like A&W root beer too. But I think I like Mug a little better. And Barks. Can't forget Barks. I do like that. That actually gives you a little bit of a jolt because it still has caffeine in it. A lot of these other root beers don't have caffeine anymore. Pop is bad. Not going to argue with that. It is bad. I don't drink a lot. I drink usually a couple of glasses on weekends, like maybe 1 or 2 glasses on Friday or Saturday night. And that's pretty much it for my pop drinking. Sometimes, if I have a bit of a extended vacation type situation, I might drink some pop on weeknights. So I do that, but I try not to overdo it. Hey, Young SC is loving. $5. Have a great night, Ken. Thank you very much for your support. Appreciate it. You have a great night as well. So I don't know if there's any closing hours for this. I think you can just come here anytime you want. Hey, Chatty Cathy. Yeah, we call it pop in Canada, Estelle. Some people call it fizzy drink. Some people call it soda. Some people call it Coke, no matter what kind of pop it is. Or soft drink. They call everything Coke. Whether it's Coke or not. It's all Coke. I always thought that was pretty absurd. I find soda is making inroads here in the Greater Toronto area. I keep hearing more and more people say soda, and I'm like, when did that become a thing? It was always pop. How is soda becoming the thing to say now? Yeah, it's just the southern US is where they call everything Coke. You go in a restaurant, yeah, I'd like a Coke, please. And then the waiter or whatever says, what kind of Coke? And then you say, a Sprite. It's like, why didn't you just say, I'll have a Sprite? It's not a Coke. What do they call it in Australia? Do they call it fizzy drink? That's what they call it in the UK, I think. You call it soft drink? Yeah. That's sort of what we call everything generically here. Like pop is a soft drink. College Street. Dahlia, I think I'm going to go east over to Yonge Street. There's that moon again, looking all spooky. Is there a light installation near Maple Leaf Gardens? What is it? Life of Leela, hello. Here's Fran's restaurant. It's like an old school burgers and fries, milkshakes type restaurant. Looks like they're closing down for the night. I guess they close at 10. Check out this alleyway. I've done some walks up here before, but they have part of it blocked off now for a new construction site up ahead, so it doesn't go all the way through anymore. You used to be able to walk all the way up to almost Bloor Street. Well, C&D is in the mood for a Barks root beer because Barks has bite. Well, glad you got to see it, Mike Kirk. There's a look south down Yonge. And the 506 Carlton to High Park. Hello, Luis from Argentina. Any plans for walking around sketchy areas? Well, you never know. I'm bound to do it. I just sort of do these things sort of without planning them. So stay tuned. I'm sure to be doing a walk through an area like that in the near future. I need an alleyway map. Speaking of alleyway, let's go through this alleyway. Look at this. That is Toronto in 1966 or 7, when the first Toronto Dominion Centre Tower was nearing completion. That is awesome. It looks like a monolith. You can see the Royal York here. And Commerce Court North, that was the tallest building downtown for like about 30 years. Until this thing started rising. So that was completed in 1967. So that's pretty close to completion. So I'd say sometime in late 66, early 67, this photo was taken. Pretty cool. Virginia, you're very welcome. And look at this one. This is the CN Tower under construction. So that's from the early 1970s, before they got up to the pod, just the shaft. It's all shaft. And you can see by that point a few more office buildings join the first TD Centre Tower. You see another smaller black tower, and Commerce Court West had been built by that point as well. Because this tower was completed in 1976. So this might be 1973 or maybe 74. Because I don't think it took all that long to build that concrete shaft. More of a modern view. And this one is probably from the last 10 years or so. I think this is when they were building up the Canary District. So it might have been from the early 2010s. How many Toronto YouTubers? I think all of them, really. All of them that I know of. Like the walking tubers and the transit YouTubers. Yeah. I'd say all of them. There might be one or two that I'm not sub to just because I haven't really come across them yet.
Hand or no hand, that's all.
And folks, I believe I am going to wrap up the stream here at Yonge and Carlton. I'm going to take advantage of this 24-hour Shoppers Drug Mart and get myself a few things before I head on home. So thank you everyone for joining me on a chilly Saturday night walk around downtown. I enjoyed it very much. Everyone was awesome. Thank you all for the support, for those who sent super chats, super stickers, or PayPal donations. Very much appreciated. And I'll be doing another stream in 3 or 4 days. Keep an eye out for that. And to any new viewers, I hope you had a good time, and I hope you hit that subscribe button so you can check out my next stream or video. I'll be doing a premiere tomorrow evening for my next pre-recorded video. So have a great weekend, everyone. I will see you all again soon. Until then, I will continue. Bye-bye.